Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Lenny, and on today's Get Ready With Me, we'll be answering one of your guys' most requested questions regarding how my production skills developed and flourished throughout the making of my film Despondent. So without further ado, let's dive in, shall we? First, I would like to thank my teammates since I did this project with three of my good friends, Emily, Johanna, and B. And it was thanks to them that I was able to learn as much as I did while undergoing the production process of our film. Now, some of the first realizations I made through this project was just how much planning, preparation, technique, and time management a whole entire film needs, let alone a whole 2-minute opening. This really started to sink in when me and my team started editing our film. See, at first, I thought films were just a big string of perfectly shot scenes that just happened to line up perfectly, but boy was I wrong. I mean, we literally spent a whole day just focusing on transitions so the cuts wouldn't look choppy, and thus I realized editing takes more work than I really thought, especially if you want to make a film look good. The second realization I made after we finished our film was just how much meaning a single shot can have, and how a small change in something like mise en scène can completely change the whole purpose behind a scene. You also have to take into consideration the lighting, camera angles, headroom, and how they affect your film's purpose and character. If me and my team never made Despondent, I would have never realized how much thought, detail, and passion filmmakers pour into each and every film. The third realization I made was just how much work it takes to get that single perfect shot. Whenever me and my team were filming, it always felt like something new was wrong or we forgot to consider one of the thousands of variables that could impact our film's quality, such as background noise or something as simple as messing up the script. Another thing I learned during the making of my film was how to utilize genre to its fullest potential. Me and my teammates spent lots of time researching different types of genres, watching films with all kinds of genres, before deciding to make our film a melodramatic thriller. However, that was only half of the battle, as we then had to figure out the conventions specific to each genre in our film and how we can implement them and utilize them as a weapon. So after some digging, we decided to adhere to the melodramatic side of the film by implementing heightened emotions, since melodramas usually rely on excessive emotional expression like tears or dramatic speeches, and as for the thriller genre, we decided to create tension via intense psychological battles, drawing in our audience. Additionally, we created a storyboard to plan out and create a rough sketch of what our film would look like. However, despite it being a simple rough sketch, me and my team still found ourselves bewildered by how much thought and consideration was put into each scene. For every scene in the storyboard, we found ourselves constantly asking how the scene developed the film, what kind of lighting should be used, what camera angle would help best deliver the vision we were trying to create, and how we can elevate the mise en scène of said shot. The dialogue was another learning curve for me and my team. Me and my team had to overcome, since we had a time limit of 2 minutes, meaning the dialogue we needed to include needed to be important, precise, but not choppy. On the other hand, we also had to sit down and decide the role each group member would cover. To decide everyone's role, we revised everyone's strengths, skill sets, to choose a role that would not only allow everyone to develop as a filmmaker, but also to play to their strengths. With B in charge of editing, due to his prowess and familiarization with the editing app CapCut, Johanna as a key actor and the group's leader due to her relentless work ethic, Emily as another key actor and filmer due to her still hands, and lastly me as a key actor and planner of key improvements of the film due to my creative mind. We had our elite team organized and ready to support each other and grow together as filmmakers. One of the main ways my production skills developed was through editing, since I had no prior experience using CapCut or any of its many features until B showed the entire group the basics, allowing us to eventually learn how to make polished products. The reason we used CapCut was because of its beginner-friendly and simple, easy-to-use program that allowed the whole entire group to help out rather than having to rely on one singular person to do all the editing. Thanks to CapCut, I can now fully edit and create sequences of edited clips back to back without breaking a single sweat. Another way was by learning how to utilize feedback from my fellow peers to polish and refine our film. After displaying the film several times in front of the class, we received a list of both positive and negative factors regarding the film. Thanks to this feedback, me and my team were both able to fix a continuity error some of the peers noticed whilst watching our film's first rough draft, showing us just how valuable feedback can be. Lastly, I learned how to utilize logos and opening credits of a movie to adhere to the audience's expectations and deliver a product that stays true to its genre conventions and purpose. We decided to take our logos via a group discussion, where we decided to make them fit our theme of mental health, whilst our opening credits would provide a glimpse into the past of the male protagonist, foreshadowing and hinting towards inner conflict. In the end, it was through the help of my teammates, their encouragement, and the creation of Despondent that I was able to hone and develop my media production skills to the point where I can now officially be called a true filmmaker. That's the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!